Hey guys, this is Paul from IFC. I'm here again with the M2 clone. What we're going to do is go over a disassembly maintenance. These guns are basically oiled for shipment. They're not really properly oiled for function. Now you don't have to do this every single time. I'm just going to show you how the whole gun comes apart and what I recommend oiling and servicing. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the fore-end cap. Okay, we're going to take the barrel off. So you're obviously going to clean the chamber, clean the barrel, make sure all the debris, you know, when it's brand new, you don't have to worry about that. There might be a little bit of residue from test firing, but you probably don't have to worry about cleaning the barrel. This is your spring-loaded ejector, and I definitely recommend putting a drop of oil in there and just moving it around a little bit. If this thing ever does get stuck, it can cause some malfunctions with ejections. Your choke tubes you need to remove, and if it's new you don't have to clean, but if it's not, you want to make sure you put a little bit of anti-seize on there. You use your wrench, tighten it up. If you don't remove those every time you clean it, or remove them every once in a while, those things will never come out again. All right, second thing we're going to do is we're going to remove our bolt. Simply lift on the bolt handle, pull out in an outward fashion, and it'll come out. It's retained by a ball bearing and a spring. We're going to pull the bolt carry out. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of lube, a little bit of grease on each side of the rails. Since this is a steel carrier and this is an aluminum receiver, you want to make sure that this is well lubricated. We're going to set that to the side. I'm going to remove the trigger group real quick. Well, like I said, you don't have to do this every time, but I do recommend if you have a lot of rounds to this gun, you want to get in here. The only thing you really need to do, oil in here. Make sure you keep your thumb over the hammer and just oil the internals. Kind of use a brush and get any type of debris out of there. So it's pretty simple. You want to make sure it's clean inside the receiver. First thing we're going to do is install our trigger group. You'll notice there's a notch in the back of the trigger group and in the receiver. So you're going to line up that back notch. Okay. You're going to reinstall your trigger retaining pin. I just use the butt of the hammer like that. You don't have to hit it very hard. We're going to reinstall the bolt carrier. Okay. We're going to reinstall your bolt handle. If you look at that, you can see which way it goes. So it basically goes towards the front. There's this overhanging notch, and you can see where it fits into the bolt. It will only go one way. You can't do it any other way. Sometimes you have to kind of hit this. You can use a hammer. We're going to push it forward, allow the tail of the bolt to go down into our mainspring. There you go, just like that. We're going to take our fore end, reinstall it back on the barrel, install that back on the receiver. Okay, make sure it lines up with that bolt. Make sure that bolt doesn't rotate. Okay, simply going to reinstall the magazine tube cap. All right, you're good to go. Well-oiled gun, ready to go shoot.